Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee. This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And it's your girl, April Jones, and I'm in the building. What's up?
That's right. And it's DJ Damage to start this show.
All right, so listen, before we get into today's, I don't even know what's on the list. But anyway, before we get into today's show, make sure you're subscribed on Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, and on YouTube. And share with all your friends, enemies, foes, baby daddies.
Everybody.
That's right.
You know, when I was in a group home, our prayer before we sat down to eat was, God is good, God is great. Thank you for this plate. Amen. Was that just...
That's it.
I think that was like the flea market version of a prayer, because God deserves so much more.
But everybody just want to eat quick.
Do you teach your kids how to pray?
I have not yet.
No?
I haven't yet.
Wait, but you're not religious, right?
No.
Okay, but are you religious?
I'm more spiritual.
Okay, so is prayer important to either one of you?
I think.
Go ahead.
I pray through my actions, as in what I do, what I give to the world, how I carry myself as prayer. You know, carrying God's will.
But do you ever sit down and say, Lord, please, like I'm
Never
praying?
out loud.
I pray.
Never
I do.
out loud. But I do sit at times and I wake up and I just kind of sit there and just give thanks and everything. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I pray.
You do?
Yeah, I definitely do. I feel like that's my open dialogue with God. You know, my personal relationship that I have with him is through my prayer.
Have you ever been able to find yourself deep in prayer? Because I feel like as much as I try to pray, I'm very distracted by noise. Like I haven't been able to find a peaceful place.
Oh no, when I'm going through some shit,
No, I definitely
I'm deep
find
in it. I'm just like,
right. Me too.
Really?
show me something, man.
2018 was a struggle year.
Bruh.
We've been talking about that.
No, I know, but I mean, like I
Throw that
remember.
year away.
I remember a couple weeks ago, I was praying. I was trying to pray, and I kept being distracted by noise in my mind. In my head, I couldn't get to a place of just complete silence in my head to get my prayer.
But are you normally like that on a day-to-day basis? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
But do you meditate?
I don't
No.
meditate.
You need
I
to
don't
learn
know.
some breath control, because that'll kind of calm your nerves down. I know that should be sounding funny with people that don't meditate, but when you learn
you
how
meditate?
to breathe, yeah, I do meditate. When it's really a breathing technique. Once you really know how to breathe in through your nose and take these deep breaths, it calms you.
Yeah, that's what I do on Runyon Canyon.
Yeah. See,
I learned breathing. It's
Yeah.
called Just Breathe. And nigga be on Runyon dying.
because I have a problem going to sleep, so I have to learn breathing techniques that put me into a sleep state.
Oh, yeah.
See, I have no
Definitely
problem
not
going
me
to
either.
sleep. I mean, the minute my face touched that pillow, I'm
Done.
out.
I can be sitting there for 2 hours. I can't sleep.
Really?
I have to really like breathe, and then I'll like get.
But maybe that's
dozy.
because you had too much peace. I don't know. I'll be exhausted. Just I got to go. Bye.
I'll be tired too. I got kids.
Right. So, okay. Yeah, no, I do. I've definitely been working on getting my prayer, because I do feel like I'm not as centered as I want to be, because there is so much going on.
Yeah.
You know, last week I had to fire one of my employees. This person was systematically, I went through their emails, investigating them for something else, and end up discovering that they were not only working with not only friends with somebody that was not a fan of mine in Hollywood Unlocks, but somebody that was actively attacking me, and not only friends with them, but working with them.
Wow, man.
Working with them, like literally working with them, like partnering with them. Like,
Yeah.
so I had to let that person go.
You got to do what you got to do.
I know how that feels.
But this is why I say, you know, sometimes we have people in our lives, friends, family, acquaintances, whatever.
Right.
I'm not at a point now where like you can't even drop by and drop off your energy unless it's going to elevate me. You can't even.
Period. Point
Don't
blank.
even call me about nothing. And you know, when I was going through it, I was like, damn, like, you know, our Instagram has been down, which by the way, it's coming back. It's a long legal process.
on the way.
Okay.
But it's the Instagram's down. Then, you know, you have the new show. Then you have the employees, and you have friends. Have you had friends that you trust betray you?
Yeah.
100%.
Just recently.
Really?
Just very recently.
What happened?
I'm being stalked and harassed, and it's been happening for like the past 3 weeks. Like, it's been intense. Like,
By a fan.
not
By
a fan,
girl?
by look.
You don't.
By
girl that you used to be
somebody,
involved with?
look, I'm talking about they're texting people in my contacts, everything. And the person that's doing it is acting like they're being harassed too. And they're helping me trying to figure out who this is. Like their dad works in computer technology or something with Homeland Security. They're looking up IP addresses. They're sending me apps to you. And it's them the whole fucking time. The whole time.
We gonna get into some things. I'm being
That's ridiculous.
stalked too.
Okay,
You're
what y'all
lying.
out here doing to these folks?
No,
Yo.
listen. I'm gonna tell y'all a real
That shit
story.
just
I'm gonna
stopped.
tell y'all a real story, and this is why the internet and social media is a crazy thing. I've been very open on this show. Like, when I first got on TV, you had people hit you up, they want to hang out, it's like whatever before. But then TV just magnifies it because people all over the world see you. And I was really reckless with people sliding my DM. You slide my DM, I'm gonna slide right
with
back.
it.
I was with it. And one thing I never do is I never meet somebody and lie to them about my intentions. I tell you straight up, this is what this is about. Ain't no promises. Like when I see people on TV talking about, I'm gonna make somebody a star if they sleep with me. I would never do. I just have more self-respect. I would never do that.
That don't matter.
So anyway, I ended up, meeting a fan. Fan wanted to spend the night in my room and cuddle with me. No, I'm not cuddling with you, and I don't let people spend the night in my room. Because when you go to sleep, they could film you and turn. I'm really paranoid when it comes to that. This person has now created a campaign to attack me online to the extent that I've had to call police and attorneys and this is all happening. And I say all that to say the craziness is this is new to me. I've never dealt with a person stalking or whatever. So it's interesting that you're experiencing.
You know what's sad? That it's super not new to me. And the only reason it started to get to me because they're starting to do it to other people. Like say if somebody got your number out of my phone and harassed you and you just like, yo, they keep bringing up your name. That's what pisses me off.
And when you follow people, they can just slide into people you follows.
And I'm so used to it, which is so sad that I'm so numb to it. So when people hit me up, like I'm irked that you're getting harassed, but you could have harassed me for months. And they were. This has been going on for a long time. And I just never paid them out. I just keep blocking the numbers. I'll keep ending the calls. I have so many apology stalking letters from people.
But they're stalking. Is it because they've seen you on TV and stuff like that before?
Nah, I mean, some of them were people I used to deal with. Some were just friends. I guess they wanted to deal with me. I really don't know the mindset behind these sick people, but
I won't lie. I'm so glad you brought this up because
this is crazy.
I can't talk to nobody. I recently had a friend close to me. I've never had nobody close to me, meaning like you're in my house, you're on planes with me, you're traveling with me, you're in my business. You know everything about me, betray me. I've never had nothing like that happen. That's one thing. Jealousy and money and clout is real.
It is.
And it's so crazy because when I look at the people that's in my life, even like with us being friends and us being on TV together before, I'd never dig around in her business. I don't never call, girl, I don't do that with my friends. When they go through shit, I may call and check on them. And if they open up the window to talking, like with Tiffany, we were talking about Miami and I said, would love to do a podcast with you. She said, I'd love to come on your show. Let's do it. I said, let's do it at the Laugh Factory. Me, it's never like praying. I can't even understand.
But you see, that makes you a victim.
But you know what's so crazy is then what do? You start to isolate yourself. You start to not trust people. You start to cut people off. Then it becomes this thing where like I had to go to Vegas this past weekend. We talked about it on the show previously. And I'll tell you the real reason why I had the show. I was at a point where I was so losing it. When I say I can't get a prayer through, I had so much going on in my mind, like friend, employee, this person, stalker. Like it became so much that I had to go back to the team. The money team is really like a family. Like, and now we're a part of the family. Yeah. When you meet Floyd and you come into the family, it's really a family where we all look out for each other, want each other to be successful. But I've never had a stalker. I don't know if you've ever had one, but it's really crazy.
The PTSD from somebody like doing that, harassing you like that, it'll mess with you.
Yeah.
That's why like people be like, oh, I know you talk to a bunch of women. This is like, nah, dude, like honestly, I cannot. Like I can't even, it takes a lot for me to really talk to somebody because of the shit that
Me too. That's why I've been single for 3 years.
Yeah, it'd be like, yo, if you just know, like you just get these signs and then you see things and you start accusing people of stuff and it's like, you know what, I'm good. Like
that part.
I had my best friend, he knew I was going through it. So he flew in to Vegas and we've been friends for probably 13 years. And we were just talking and I was kind of venting and I could look at his face where I could see he felt what was weighing me down, right? He was just like looking at me and I said to him like, I can't even tell a person something without the fear that they're going to go say. But that's why I try to just put all my stuff out there. I've said on the show, everything, every sexual thing, every being molested, everything, I put it all out there. But because I don't ever want anybody to have anything they can hold over me. But when this stalker posted what they posted, and then, being a public figure, you can't respond because if you do, that then becomes the news. So you just got to eat it. But then you got people sending it to you. Then you got people, and then it's just like, it became a lot. So I said to my friend, I said, I understand when Drake said no new friends. Like, I really ain't fucking with nobody. And the
So
sad
true.
part is that you have so much to give. Like, I want to help kids. I want to get into education reform. I want to do all these things. But then you have to expose yourself to wanting to be connected to people that you don't know their intentions. I don't know. It was a lot.
know. Well, sorry you went through that.
It was sad. And I just say to people out there, you know, the other thing I was struggling with too, and you have way more followers than I do, and I'm sure you've gone through it, is I've never had people that I've never been a person that I don't know somebody and I go to their page and talk shit.
Right,
Yeah.
me neither. I said that all the time when I'm on my live. Like, why y'all in here if y'all don't like me?
I've
Fuck.
never, like, why do you subscribe to somebody's life that you hate? When you follow them, you are saying, I want to follow
But
your
that's
life.
why I say you're a hateful admirer. I know you hate love me at the same time. So it's like,
Yeah, but they don't really hate you.
that's what I'm saying. They're hateful admirers.
It's entertainment for them.
But,
Nah,
but
man.
this is,
It's like when you go to a football game and you screaming at the other team. You don't really hate them.
but here's the deal.
That's how you gotta look at it.
Here's the
Actually, I
tip.
love
Your tickets are revoked. Don't come into my room. Don't come into my space. You know, I found a control on Instagram where you can only allow people you follow to comment or people that follow you to comment or both, but you can limit who can talk on your page. I did that for one whole week. I woke up every day, no stress, because I was waking up like stressed to look at Instagram.
really?
What? You let that get to you?
Well, when I threw the drink on Hazel E, it was about 10,000 that day that came to my page.
it's overwhelming.
But when you start to get comments from people that don't know you about you, like I've never, even friends I know, I don't go to their page and say you should do that. Like I've never done that. I don't get
know.
it. I don't get that sick part of social media. But it is
There's a
what
lot
it
of
is.
miserable people in this world.
That's why I try to stay out of comments, yo.
Me
Because
too.
it gives you anxiety sometimes. All right, y'all, it's time for another Hollywood hookup. Now, I'm getting up there in age. You know, I'm not going to tell my age right now, but I needed a solution for a lot of things I'm going through. You know, when you start getting into your 30s, you start suffering some hair loss. You want to get your skin right. And, you know, some of us need that sexual wellness, but I have something for you. It's called Hims.
Hims, what that do?
Look, it's not something that's uncommon. 66% of men lose their hair by the age of 35. So listen, fellas, if that hairline is starting to move back slowly, or you got a little bald spot popping up,
You're gonna have to fix that.
You don't have to deal with that. There are ways to fix it, right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm glad you broke down the science, but it is definitely optional. You do not have to go bald. We got Hims for you, man. Hims connects real doctors and medical grade solutions to treat hair loss. And that's really a big thing. It's not only just for hair loss. It's if you want to get your skin right, you want to get that glow going. And, you know, if you're having some problems in the bedroom, or maybe not problems, if you just want to increase,
They need that.
you know, we got you. Hims got you for all of that, all of the above.
So let's tell the people how they can get their Hims some Hims.
So look, if you order right now, my listeners get a trial month of Hims for just $5 today, right now, while supplies last. See website for full details. This could cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or the pharmacy.
So now tell them where to go.
Go to forhims.com/unlocked. That's FORHIMS.com/unlocked. Forhims.com/unlocked.
Speaking of social media, you just brought something to our attention that you want to talk about. Jameek.
So yeah, Jameek Lowry. So pretty much, I think he's from Paterson, New Jersey. And man, this young 27-year-old kid was pretty much in a police station, and he was on his Facebook Live, and you know, he just really felt like he was gonna be killed by the police. He was announcing, "Look, I'm gonna be killed. This is where my address is. My mama," calling out his mom and everything. And then 3 hours later, he ends up in the hospital, dead. So it's just, I don't understand what's like.
That's not a coincidence.
What's happening out here.
So I wonder how they're going to spin this.
That's the big question. I know there was like big
was
riots going out
right,
there in
there was a
Paterson.
protest.
They're not. There's certain places, I don't know why these cops do this stuff. Like when they did
Right.
that shit in Baltimore, now you're doing it in Paterson. This is places where people have nothing to really. Now I'm not going to say nothing, but
Right.
these are places like where people are with the shits.
Right.
So it's like you picked the right place.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore. Now you got Paterson,
Compton.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're picking these places where you think these people aren't going to stand up and do something.
Right, and then
they
they're
have no
tear
fear.
gassing them and all that. This just happened with the day before yesterday, tear gassing them and all this stuff. But it's like
You
people
gonna
are
have
not.
to.
You don't think people are going to be mad? Like
Yeah.
this young kid is live on social media. We got to see the couple hours before he was killed. You're being, you know, you're in a police station and then you all of a sudden are dead. Come on.
Patterson,
Like,
stand up. Keep doing what y'all doing. Make your voices
For
heard.
real.
Listen, and oppressed people find a way to overcome oppression. I mean, they're gonna
That part.
fight back.
Exactly.
And the thing about, so I get criticized. I'm saying, you don't fight enough for black issues. Well, I mean, this is my way of fighting. We share stories, we share
True.
opportunities, we share
Platform.
options. And I think, I don't think it's negativeness if somebody chooses to use their voice their way. You have social media, I have the show, we have the show, you have social media, whatever. We have our platforms to share, but I kind of feel, I don't know. I really don't. What is the solution? Black Lives Matter is to raise awareness, but what should black people be doing?
I think it's more of a political thing and getting in our city government and understanding who's running, who's the head of the police, how the judicial system is working. I think we need to really get way more involved in the city politics because somebody are hiring these cops. We got to figure out how they're going about that process that you hire the cops. What are their training? What are their educational level?
Become a police officer.
Or become a cop yourself. It needs to stop being a stigma where people in the community are not growing up to be cops.
You say no?
that takes a lot of courage. I'm like, I couldn't be a cop. I just being like, stopping someone and then not knowing if you're going to be shot or
but if you grow up in that community for real and people know you're
no,
part of that community.
I know. I'm just saying.
I watched a video last night of a female police officer.
That's
She
what I'm
was
saying.
driving down the street and saw a car parked way kind of back. So she went, got out of her car, walked up to it, and this man was sleeping there. She gets to talking about him. A white lady, white man. They get to talking, and he pulled a gun out and tried to shoot her. So she grabbed the gun and pulls it closer. And her backup officer eventually arrived a couple minutes later.
That's scary.
And came up and killed the guy. But she could have died right there.
Right.
So it
That's
is a
what I
scary
mean.
job.
It's
I
definitely a scary job.
I couldn't do the job.
But we do need people that
We got to
represent
become the
community.
change. We got to
do.
become the change.
Because you have people coming outside of the community that don't know anything about inner city
true.
neighborhoods, and they're looking at it with this stigma, and they're supposed to police it. Now, if you're from it, you understand what's going on. It's like, hey, man, you shouldn't be doing that. Get off this corner.
Right.
You know what's going to happen if you do that. There's more of a guidance level to how police is supposed to be.
Right.
It's supposed to be somebody you look to oh, you're supposed to be
Protecting.
happy when police come around.
And it just brings back the whole debate about the power of social media. Like there's a beauty in the freedom of it, and then there's a curse, right?
Yeah.
There's the beauty that this man's last moments were shared, so now there can be a piece to a puzzle that may not have been able to be there had it not been available.
Right. Mhm.
But then there's the negative part where any motherfucker can come any day and say anything they want.
right.
I mean, look at Philando Castile. Whatever happened with that case? Do we know the outcome of that? That'd be
No.
interesting.
We gotta
find
look that
out
up.
about that. But yeah, I mean that it's getting to the point to where you have to be killed on camera for there to be something.
Yeah, repercussion.
Craziness.
Right.
Well, shout out to his family and sending our condolences to him and his community because they now have that in their memory for the rest of their life.
I know. Man.
That's sick.
On lighter news, Beyonce is back in Target.
She is.
Your people, I guess, had an
Yeah,
encounter.
I had a homie. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, I just sold Beyonce a TV." And you know when people tell you stuff, you're like, "All right, yeah." He's like, "No," and he knows the security guards. So I knew it was something specific. I'm like, he must be telling the truth. He was like,
Right.
"Yeah, this person was there. This person was there." Like, we was talking about like how we share the same birthday, and I was like, "That's dope. Like that's."
He was excited, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it is Beyonce, bro. I have
be
met
excited
Beyonce
too.
twice actually, but that is
You've interviewed her?
I haven't interviewed her, but I've met her, and
I met her a few times.
private
Have
setting.
you met her?
Not personally, no.
Yeah, she's amazing.
she was super sweet.
I'll tell you this, what I would have
But
said.
that's dope.
She'd have came up there to buy that little ass TV. I'd have been like, ma'am, I need your phone number to complete this purchase. won't allow me
Not
to
with those
process your
assassins that
Right.
walk with her, bro.
Julius is cool, but Julius knows every time he sees me, he knows I'm gonna be a problem.
You,
Right.
my friend that's just working at Target.
Hello?
You don't want to make no problems here. Man.
No, but I think that like with Beyonce is the only living celebrity that I am a fucking fanboy for. Like, we'll do I will risk it all. I've risked it all with Julius. That's how I got his phone number. We became
my
friends. But one thing I do respect about Julius, when he's at work, he's not focused on nobody but her.
Right.
Yeah.
As he should know.
No, I mean, like, some security are a little lackadaisical. They'll,
He ain't.
Yeah, try to play the film.
you're not even chatting with him when he's with her. He's like, his eyes on everybody. And it's funny because Tim Chung, who is Kim Kardashian's bodyguard, lives in my building. Hope I'm not telling where I live, but we live in the same building. We live on the same floor. And I was out with Larsa one day and Kim came and he walked in and we know each other. Like, we see each other at the gym. We're social, like we're neighbors.
Right.
So I'm like, what's up, Tim? And he's like, Like he was
Look,
really.
you know what this is.
So I saw him in the elevator like a couple of days later. I was like, nigga, is we cool? Because that was disrespectful. He was like, bro, when I'm at work, it's all about Kim.
You gotta respect that.
Shout out to all the bodyguards out there putting their life on the line for these beautiful ladies.
With his
Especially
fine ass.
Beyonce.
Right.
Tim's ass is fine. The fine Asian boy. You know, you Asian too, ain't you?
Half black, half Asian.
You Asian, ain't you?
God bless all y'all people. All right.
There's video out here of a man proposing to his girlfriend at a basketball game. It's going viral. Everyone's seen it. And apparently she has refused a proposal. So if you were to propose to somebody, a significant other, and they say no, is that necessarily the end of you guys' relationship?
Well, let's go back. This girl who refused, if she don't have a body like April's and a job,
Hey.
she needs to fucking kill herself.
So wait, the body comes first
No,
before the
because
job?
no, I'm just saying, like, if she's a fat girl with a body complex, she shouldn't be out refusing to take a nigga's ring. Ain't nobody else checking for you. I don't know what she
Yeah,
looks
but
like.
what about what if
what?
a man ain't treating her good? What
What-
if there's some things she has to?
How many men are giving women rings these days? Not
A lot.
not ringworm, rings.
No, there's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah, but who
proposals on
knows?
Instagram
you
right
got
now.
R. Kelly and fucking Usher out here giving
I'm just
them.
saying, what if he don't got no job and she do? Like, ain't she don't want to?
you got R. Kelly and Usher out here giving them girls' vaginas new interior designers. You got fucking all these people out here dropping. No, I think
But
if you
what
get
if
a
she
ring,
has a job and he doesn't? So she said no because he ain't.
she has a job. Her job is to
It
suck
don't-
his dick.
Oh,
No, that's not the fuck.
Let's talk about it.
No,
then.
it-
Hell,
okay,
what if
no,
what if she's the breadwinner
It
and
is a
he's
woman-
not
it-
doing good enough and she has had conversations about how you need to step up, man up.
Is it always about money though?
Well, he did.
Listen,
he did
nobody
get
wa-
the announcement
no-
at the basketball game, so he did something.
Yeah,
He
that
did.
was nice, a nice gesture, but we don't really know what the reason
I mean,
was.
Gucci did that. I mean,
what
that
he's-
was that
what he's
something.
showing you is he don't have no side hoes because the fact that he could do that in public like that, he's showing you like ain't nobody else.
Right, but he might be broke. And she may not want
Damn,
that.
broke.
But listen, for
I'm just
better, for
being
worse,
honest.
for richer or for poorer, we're supposed to be together because love is
love.
Yeah.
love is the
Unity.
most. Love don't cost a thing.
No, it don't cost a thing, but look.
All right, so
love, I
what
can
are
love your
some-
ass.
what are some
all day, but
reasons if you
you
were
ain't
that
taking
wo-
care of your fort, no.
If you was that woman in that situation where a man is doing this big public proposal,
Okay.
what are some reasons you think you would deny the proposal? But outside of money, we got that down.
Outside of money, just a simple fact that maybe we might have some issues, or I just feel like he had, you know what I mean? Like it would have to be behind the doors issues that we're having. Like maybe it could be the sex that we're having problems with, and I'm trying to stay in it because I want him to do a better job sexually. Or, I mean, you know, maybe I feel like he should.
But sex, couldn't you always enhance that by like a third party later
No.
down the road?
No.
That's actually
20 years into a marriage, you're not going to bring
If
a
you're
third
not
party in?
no, if you're not having
Oh,
good
I'm
sex,
not saying you
but I'm just
shouldn't.
saying if you're not having good sex with your partner, why would you bring another person in? Because then,
Because that third party could spice
but
it up.
then you might go to the next part. I'm not gonna be with you if that person is having better sex with me than you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta have a foundation.
Right.
First of all, with a man, he's not gonna let another man in, so it's probably gonna be a woman.
Right, but I'm gonna leave you if she doing me better. So guess
Oh,
what?
damn.
Right, you better.
What if
get
she?
it.
What if she was cheating though? What if that's why she don't want to get proposed to? What if she
Right.
got another dude on the side?
Maybe his breast stank when he said, "Will you marry me?" She was like,
Yeah, right.
You know, it happens.
We don't really know, but at
That
the end of the
popcorn
day,
breath that whole
she
game.
ain't want to marry him. So it ain't our business, is it?
Well, maybe they should have brought the third party in early.
So in Miami during New Year's Eve, I go into Burger King, leaving the club to get some French fries. Me and my friend hadn't eaten all day, and there was this couple in there, this gay couple. And I said I could tell they were a couple, but they were acting like they weren't together. The black guy was acting like he wasn't with the Colombian. So I said, "Are y'all a couple?" And the black guy looked at me and then looked at him, and then the other guy looked at him, and I said, "Wait, are y'all a couple?" And then the Colombian said, "Well, you know, we've been hanging out." I said, "But why this nigga didn't claim you? Like, why he didn't claim you?" He was like, "Well, you know, the black dude, he's trying to make excuses." Long story short, I was like, "Look, you deserve to be with a man who's going to claim you in public, who's going to treat you with respect."
Damn, just tell
You
me
just
gonna
pulled
do
up
it.
like
I
that.
said, "Stand up." He stood up. I gave his ass a hug. I mean, I held on to him a little bit. He was
Why?
cute.
Because he was fine, huh?
He was cute. Then I took him back to my hotel room and we fucked.
Is that true?
True story. Swear to God.
Wait,
Is that bad?
this
No.
is real fast.
That happened really fast.
Anyway, shout out to them. That
I'm a little
relationship.
jealous.
Shout out to them. Look, after he's stepped in and ruined the relationship.
But my question is well, with one man won't do, another man will. So if I don't know where I went with this tangent, but it was an interesting story. Shout out to Burger King. They didn't have no Whoppers that night too, because my friend wanted a Whopper. But how you a Burger King but don't have no burger?
Oh Oh man.
Okay, yeah, that's a damn problem.
You went in Burger King and then stole somebody's whole
No.
situationship.
Because see, you can't steal what somebody don't claim.
That's true. He didn't claim.
You borrow.
So how'd y'all exchange information? He did it right in front of the man?
My Instagram is the only Jason Lee. Slide. It's a universal phone number.
You just borrowed it.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
Wow.
So anyway, but what is a reason other? So the sex is no good, no money. It's because you're thinking not just money. You're thinking it's no stability, no
Yeah.
being able to be a provider.
Right.
You know, not okay. I get it.
And I'm not saying he has to fully provide, but it's like we got to be on the same level. You can't just be out here like not being motivated or, because there's some men who are lazy. There are lazy men. And for me, I just couldn't be with a man like that.
And there's some lazy females
It
out
is.
here too. Lazy.
Expect
as
men to
hell.
take care of them too. And it's like, no.
So I was aware that Offset was going to take Cardi those flowers at the concert. If you see, there's a video of me pushing those flowers out on her show and quickly turning around and running because on the way up there, I said, because I knew what was happening, I said, is Cardi aware that these flowers are like, is Cardi aware? And they were like, she has no clue. This is like really happening. He's really going to try. And I said, wow, like this is amazing. Like you're showing your love, but like she's Dominican. Y'all not about to just pop up on her with some shit.
Right.
Long story short, when they brought them flowers out, she turned around, she looked at me. I just ran. I just left the flowers. I was out. And I fucking left.
I can see you running too.
But I say all that to say when you do it, no, nigga, watch the video. It's the funniest thing. I was out.
That
So
shit
I say that to say is when people are surprising people like that, you do kind of need to know who you're dealing with too, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna propose to her, that means you believe that there's no chance in hell she's gonna say no.
Right.
Yeah.
In front of people like that.
That's probably why she said no though. That's probably really the only reason she said no. Like you put me on the spot. I don't even have time to really
That
put this
part.
together.
But I would have looked up at her like, bitch, we gonna fight in the car. Don't just say no.
Just
I
say
don't know.
yes and pretend.
So what's popping off in IKEA?
All right. So in IKEA in Hong Kong, they accidentally played a pornographic video on a big screen, guys, where families were present. Have you ever had an awkward moment where you've opened porn in public?
Hell yeah.
I know I had a situation. So you know how your phone can connect to your car?
Oh.
Okay, so I was masturbating one night, right?
Wait, in the car?
No, listen, the night before I was masturbating, right? God. And so when I get into the car with my friend, it connected to the car. And it started playing the porn. And I was like, oh my God.
You gotta know, get out of there quick enough. You be like,
What kind of porn was it though?
I mean, regular porn. Like I like
Okay.
threesomes and stuff like that in there. But it was like, but I was like, oh my God. It was so, I was like, oh my God. I just grabbed my phone. Yes, that was
it
really
usually
awkward.
happen to me at work when I'm trying to look up something for somebody on Safari.
Yeah.
And then look, you go to type it in and then it just stay up there for like at least
Get the
like
tag.
12, like it's like a few seconds until it reload and get off of there. You just be looking like a creep. They just looking at it, it's like, oh, okay, so you're on porn.
We all watch
Okay,
porn.
so Damage, close your eyes really quick. April, look at this.
Okay.
Somebody sent me this.
Oh my God.
And that text popped up on my phone while I was in a conversation with somebody on a shuttle at an airport.
Oh, real tight.
That was first and foremost. Can I just make a comment
Real
about
close.
that?
What?
That was a little too big. There's
That was from one of my Snapchatters. My Snapchat is strictly used for following pornographic or really reckless people. That's and my couple friends.
That just made me feel some way. I'm sorry. I'm not the girl that likes that. Oh God. My insides would be ripped apart.
Wait, I
Jesus
thought all women like the too big theory.
No,
right?
goodbye.
No?
I am not her.
It's just a lie.
We had this whole conversation in Vegas this weekend that a woman who says, this is what somebody said. If she says, oh, I need a big dick, it's because her pussy's loose.
I cannot do it. That shit literally rips, first of all, my hole, okay? It rips the hole. And that shit, it takes about 4 days before I can have sex again, and I am an nymphomaniac. So, no thank you. I would like to just have sex with a person constantly and daily without being sore like that. That's
So
just not it.
what do you think is the ideal size?
I think like girthy-wise, like that probably
Okay.
is cool. And maybe like a 7-inch, between 5.5 to 7 is cool with me.
5.5 to 7 is like
With a
average
little hook, up, down, side, something. I don't like straight penises. I'm not into.
With a hook.
Yeah, you
Wait,
gotta have
wait,
a little
what the fuck
curve.
is a hook?
Wait.
Wait,
What
what
is
is a
a
hook?
straight penis?
So a straight penis is like when you pull your pants down, it's just straight.
Yeah.
But why not?
And when it get hard, it's straight.
But what's wrong with a straight penis?
My G spot is not straight, so
But
preferably.
can't you just you could get a different angle on
Yeah,
it?
but when it's just straight, how you gonna turn like that?
No,
Or
you
like,
can. You just,
No.
Should women work with the man that's fucking them to get it right? Like,
100%. Yeah.
Would you say to a man like would you give instructions?
Yeah.
You should though, right? Is that too much?
But, I mean, has a woman come to you and given you
I
instructions?
asked for the instructions.
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
was
tell me
dealing with
how-
someone who was not circumcised. Remember that? So it's like,
Wait, what?
Wait.
Wait, what is going? What? What happened just now? You dealt with what?
Whoa, we're back.
it's time for another Hollywood hookup. Ladies, have you ever felt like you just can't find outfits for weather changes? Well, no more suffering from that. ModCloth offers you layered looks to weather warm-ups to swimwear.
Drip all year long.
That's right. They offer you closet-ready pieces that are easy to transition from winter to spring.
Hey.
And they believe that you should celebrate all women. All right. So they offer sizes from extra, extra small to 4X. And a great thing also is that they offer mod stylists that can hook you up with complimentary sizing and styling help.
Okay.
So to get 25% off your purchase of $100 or more, go to modcloth.com and enter promo code UNLOCKED at checkout. This offer is valid for one-time use and expires April 7th of this year.
Hooking it up for the ladies.
Yes, ladies, make sure you get that closet right.
So circumcision is not important to you, whether they are or not.
No, what I'm saying is that's not something I've ever been interested in, but I stayed with somebody even though he was uncircumcised.
Omari, I remember he had the story
Yeah.
where he cut off all the excess skin.
No, I don't
But I was
remember this.
dealing
Wait.
with him and the father of my
Oh,
kids.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was a public
Wait.
thing, so I'm not saying anything
I'm
new.
sorry. New co-host doesn't pay attention to penises. Sorry.
Well.
Okay. Omarion had a circumcision where he cut off excess skin.
Well,
Yes.
good for him.
Yeah.
But I heard. Wait, because this is like a big thing about. They said that take away the feeling. So did you
I
deal with
don't-
him after he took the skin off?
No, he did that after me. So
Oh,
I
okay,
haven't
okay.
either.
I'm about to say. I wonder what the pros and cons were with.
Yeah, I don't
I wonder
know.
if we should have kept our skin.
So do you prefer a man that's circumcised?
He was the only person that I ever dealt with that was not. So
First and last.
100%.
But
I publicly said I had problems like the bacterial and stuff. Like you get.
Wait.
what?
So that's what women who are when they deal with men who are not circumcised, that's what happens. You get like yeast infections from the back. It doesn't matter how much you clean your penis, you can still create yeast infections
If
in a
you're
woman.
not circumcised.
Yes, because
Right, 'cause
you're
it's
putting
a lot-
bacteria in my coochie.
Oh shit.
So I used to have a little, some yeast infections going on.
Okay, well to
That's
answer,
a normal thing. Women get yeast infections from
No,
keeping
no,
Yeah,
condoms
it
in.
is true.
No, absolutely. But damage your reactions to that.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Jason, when I do have sex, I do.
You
know,
ask for instructions.
Yeah, tell me what to do.
Yes.
Talk to me.
100%. Okay.
Like, tell me what's happening.
Well, you know, in the gay community, they is pretty basic.
No, but women, it really ain't basic. Like you can think you're doing something. I don't want to go in there assuming. I just tell me what to do.
Right.
Do you ever ask for feedback?
Feedback. Like,
Like-
how was
Like,
it?
was it
No, because
good?
I'll be asking someone, not asking, but I'll be like, yo, literally tell me what to do. Like I'm gonna do what makes you feel good. Then afterwards, I'm just gonna figure my own thing out. So the whole goal in the beginning is just for you to.
But when
get what you
you're
gotta get.
when you're done, do you ask for feedback? Like, you know, was it good? Was it
No,
not?
because you can see the feedback. You can. It's
Women that fake,
Girl-
they can fake.
no, you can't fake the juices. You can fake juices.
Yeah, but maybe you just have an
You
extra
can't-
secretion on the
Nah,
side.
you
Well,
can't-
no, not
you
necessarily,
can't
because
fake-
sometimes it will be dry.
Yeah, you.
But
can't,
let's say you gave her head and then you're going in, you can't fake those juices because she already came from your tongue, and most women can come
Exactly.
from tongue. So don't be too amped up because it may not have been from your penis.
don't
It could have
matter.
literally just
It
been
don't
from your
matter
head.
where
Yeah,
it's
it
from.
do. Yeah, it do. Because if your dick is not slanging, then it is a problem. I'm sorry.
Hey, well.
It don't matter. Just for me, I don't care about
all
your tongue.
those out there that have those issues.
Well, I mean, I just find it interesting because
You better do something to please her.
so 5 to 7 inches. You're the first woman I've heard to say that.
Yeah,
Because
I'm good.
typically it sounds like women do like them bigger.
I can't. I do not.
That's how they make it seem.
And honestly, it
That's how they
hurts.
make
It makes
seem.
my inside sore. And I love sex. So I can't do it. Like I really feel like I get swollen. I get swollen in there.
So you do not like the head before sex.
No, I'm just not more so a head girl. I'm a penetration girl. I'm
Wow,
the
that's
15%.
rare.
I'm
Very
a
rare.
15% of the world that can literally come from sex. Head, I can play with my own pussy with a vibrator.
See, and men need to have head before they have sex. I don't think. I mean,
I would prefer it.
for it to be really enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, if we have that option, like
it's sort of like driving a car. You're gonna warm that bitch up first, then put it in drive. You're not just gonna get in and drive because the shit may not work right.
no, I mean, but you know, there's been times you deal with people and you just gotta kiss it up.
Kiss what up?
You gotta kiss it up. Like you
Kiss
gotta
what
just
up?
fondle and grab and then try to you kiss it and then you gotta throw the condom on. There's a lot of kiss it up situation because that means you're implying that every girl that have sex gave that person head.
I said to my friend the other day, he was in
And I don't
Miami.
know
He was in Miami. He said he couldn't leave Miami because he kept fucking all these girls. I said, man, you better be wearing a condom. And he said, what are those?
Oh my God.
And that's the one.
Jesus Christ.
I said,
But I'm gonna say this: most of the situations I've been in where there was no condom, like trying to not be used, is always the girl pushing for it, like trying to get
for
on
the
top
condom
and trying to put it in.
because
You
she's
just
trying to
like,
have a baby.
Oh, see, I've dealt opposite.
I ain't never tried to
They
just
trying to
put
get
my
me
raw.
pregnant.
Nah,
And I want no more kids.
Really?
I ain't trying to get nobody.
That's,
to fuck.
yeah.
Period. I got mine.
Wait, so you're not gonna have any more kids?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't want any more.
One more.
Well, who? I don't want another baby daddy. I really don't. And I don't want to get married.
That
so that's
part.
a whole other
You
thing.
don't want to get married?
I don't.
Wow, you're the first woman I've met that says they don't want to get married.
I don't care about that shit.
I don't wanna get
Because if
married
I get
either.
married, a man can fucking still cheat on me and then I'll be sitting here having to get out of fucking divorce. I already dealt with too much shit with baby daddy and I don't got time for that
So
shit.
what do you think of Erica Mena and Safari's engagement?
Kudos. Good luck.
I called Safari and I went like this. He answered the phone. I went. I said. Then I caught myself. I said, "Wait, if it's real, my bad.
Yeah.
Because you just never know in that world,
Right.
you know. But he said it's real, so shout out to them.
Good for
Yeah,
them.
shout out.
That's a very interesting.
Congrats.
All right. So speaking of love and hip hop, my friend Tommy Lee is facing probably 54 years in prison for apparently dragging her daughter and I guess slamming her against something.
What?
Tommy's been very open about her past with the criminal justice system. She's been in jail several times. Her mugshot collage is actually a piece of art. But yeah, what do you think about disciplining children?
Well, how old is her daughter first and foremost?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she has to be in her
Well, to
teens.
me,
It was
it
a high
depends on
school.
if-
It was definitely high school.
Oh, okay.
What did the daughter do?
That's what I'm saying.
To
How old
deserve
is she
such
though?
a
too?
dragging?
But you know, in black families, some people have been drugged before. I mean, you
That-
can get drugged.
You get drugged. I seen
That is
people come
true.
in with the belt and get spanked in front of everybody. Like it's happening.
Oh, her daughter's 11.
Oh, that's okay. No, that
That's
makes
kind of
it
young
harder
for a
to-
dragging.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Tommy in a while. I should call and check on her. But is there ever a reason to drag your child?
I mean, it could be
Yeah.
like if they were super disrespectful and if they were hitting on you and you know what I mean, then yeah, like then you would have to take control of that situation. But my God, 11 years old, I don't know. That's
So
quite
is your
young.
mother Asian or father?
My mother.
So did she discipline you guys?
She used to beat my ass.
Really? But she like.
But I was bad.
Was she like a black mama, like a black Asian mama, or like, or very traditional Asian?
Both.
Really?
Because like she was very strict about me going to school, but at the same time, like I was very angry because I was raised by my grandmother. Then she asked for us to move back with her, and by that time, I was like, I've already got my own mama. My mama is my grandmother, you know. So that's kind of where.
Was your grandmother physically like? Does she like?
No, but she
would.
would spank me.
Oh, she would. Okay.
Yeah, but not like crazy.
Because culturally, you know, our black folks are known to we'll whoop their
yeah,
ass.
she whipped me.
I don't know. Like I want to see what the difference is because I went to schools that they can discipline you. You know, so from
Like they can hit you.
kangaroo lines, paddles, everything.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are schools like that.
Listen,
So-
if you hit me at school, my whole family was coming to fuck you up.
Nah,
But some of these schools you actually know. Like
Yeah.
some parents send their children to those schools for that reason.
and the paddles had names on it. The Redeemer, you know, it was a thing. Yeah, but
Sound like some shit you find in R. Kelly's
But I
dungeon.
feel like you need some kind of discipline. Not that you should be dragging your old daughter through the hallways because that ain't right. But there needs to be a level of discipline. You have to have some kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm saying the wrong shit. I don't know. I don't hit my son. I let his mom handle that. I just don't want, because for me, when you go out in public and your son does something bad and people see you go to your son and he jumps, that's a bad look.
No,
right, but it's your son.
But it's still it's a very bad look for me.
But I'll also be honest, like when I'm out in public and I see people's fucking kids I was at the airport in Miami. I swear to God, this is a real story. I go to baggage claim. I've had the longest fucking flight. I'm over it. I get to Miami. This kid, probably no older than 3, maybe 3, 4, jumps up on the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt hasn't started moving yet, but there's like 4 flights at this thing, so there's so many people. The mother's pregnant with another kid. She gets up. The little girl gets up on the conveyor belt and she's running around. And then the mom's like, come here. She's like, no. And now she's up on another level. The conveyor belt could start at any moment. First, she's crawling on her feet.
They always do it in public.
So her hands could have got stuck in the conveyor belt, anything. The mom, the people that work at the airport had to come climb on it and get the kid. Then the mom climbed up on the conveyor belt that still hadn't started yet. But then that could have started up and she could have fell. I just feel like when I see kids like that,
You got to whoop their ass.
you need your
I'm
ass
playing.
whooped.
Yeah, I'm not.
But that's what I say to my son.
Whooping your ass as soon as you get off that goddamn computer. I'm taking you to the bathroom and I'm whooping your little ass.
You want to have a
and I'm
meeting
gonna say,
in the
try
bathroom?
it again.
That's where you take them.
Ooh wee.
Yeah,
Because be that guy in there looking like, you better be careful there.
because you know, you whoop somebody in public, then they calling the people on you.
They're calling them.
Right.
That's why it's scary. Like when I used to go to my school, my son's school, he has like a temper issue. I guess he gets it from me. I don't know. And
You
when they
guess.
come home, when you go to the school, the first thing they say is something going on at home, and there ain't shit going on at home. So if I did start to really, chastise or discipline my son, and he goes like, yeah, daddy hits me when he's like, it just looks bad already. So I don't want to add to what already was going on.
But it looked worse if your kid grew up to kill somebody or rob somebody or do some other shit. So
I find a balance.
What they say about sparing the rod? What they say? Spare the rod or spoil the child. I'm whooping that ass. But thank God I ain't got no kids, and thank God I ain't get married. But then that's the whole other. I was telling somebody the other day, I'm not getting married. I'm not gonna have kids, and they said to me, my friend was in Vegas. He said, "What you gonna do when you get old?" Because he's a firefighter, paramedic. So he says he goes to convalescent homes and he sees the abuse that they do to these older people.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you got to start thinking of like when you get old and you need to be taken care of or whatever. Somebody's literally calling me from prison. Ain't that something? People think I be making this shit up. I'll call you back. All right.
I'm going to call back in prison.
I'll call you back.
All right. Before we get out of here, you guys want to shout anything out? What are you working on? What you working on?
Yeah, so my song just released maybe like 3 days ago. Hashtag shoulda known better. It's going to be on iTunes and Spotify probably today or tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Go cop that.
Yep, I just started my YouTube with my son, Sunday Fun. Please look that up on YouTube. Support, me and my son just trying to put something positive out there in the world. It's crazy ass world.
That's right.
And I just also launched my personal YouTube channel where we're going to be bringing you Get Fit or Die Trying, Ask Jason Lee, which is about advice, motivation, and some other shit. And then Problematic, which is a new show that I'm really excited about where I'm going to be talking about all things problematic. And I'm excited. And you might see some fun co-hosts or guest stars or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, well, good show.
Hey, man.
That's right.
Till next time.
All right, we love everybody, but we out. Peace.
Bye.